It's visible to you, right?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible, ma'am.
So this is 6 days national level FDP on Indian knowledge system conducted by IIT Academy from 18 to 24 January 2024. The Indian knowledge system, the topic which is given to me is the science and technology. So let us just see the first introduction. What is meant by Indian knowledge system? The Indian knowledge system that is characterized by its holistic and interconnected nature. And the IKS, which emphasizes the integration of knowledge across various domains and a deep respect for the interconnectedness of all aspects of life. That is the definition what we can give for our Indian knowledge system. So it comprises of, we can see as I have shown in the picture, uh, it has got traditional knowledge in mathematics, traditional medicine, yoga, Vedas, preserving arts, culture and tradition, ancient structures and design, astronomy, consciousness studies, health and wellness. So all these put together, we can say the system encompasses a wide range of disciplines, which may include philosophy, science, maths, medicine, literature, arts, and many more. So this system, our system, it is deeply rooted in the cultural, spiritual, and philosophical heritage of India. And IKS, it has made a significant contributions to or globally, and how it is being organized, that we will see through the picture I will show you. So this is the IKS, the organization of IKS. It is intricate and it has changed over thousands of years. And as I have told before, it is characterized by the holistic and interconnected approach to knowledge. So once we explore India's ancient wisdom and modern achievements, we can say that it has got a rich history of contributions to science and technology, which dates back to ancient times. The first one, the Vedas, the scripts or the scriptures, what we see, those are the Vedas and Upanishads, which contain early knowledge in astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. Obviously, that's again medicine, you can say, or astronomy, you can say it's a science. So, and Indian mathematicians introduced the concept of zero and the decimal system. The post classical and medieval period, you can say that Ayurveda, which was the traditional system of medicine, that was further developed. So if we just go through the historical overview, it has the IKS, it reveals a continuous tradition of intellectual exploration and discovery, which spans thousands of years. So the ancient Vedic period, what we had or what we have is uh, the Vedic text, which I have mentioned already, the Rig Veda, uh, and four Vedas. I think all of you are aware of it. So the Rig Veda, which contains hymns and chants related to cosmology, rituals, and spirituality. And this early Vedic period laid the foundation for religious and philosophical thought. Then comes the Mauryan and Gupta empires. The Mauryan Empire under Ashoka, which has promoted Buddha's principles, which is of non-violence and ethical living. Even some of this is what we are asked, because we have the holistic approach. This is what we are asking every teachers to follow: the professional ethics or ethical living, or the human to be a good human being. You should have ethics in your life. And Guptan India, it witnessed a flowering of arts, literature, and again scientific discoveries, where the scholars like Aryabhatta making significant contributions to mathematics and astronomy. And the cultural traditions and practices we used to have, still we have, we can say, various festivals, rituals, and cultural practices, which reflects a deep-rooted knowledge of the system and spirituality. And yoga and meditation, of course, these were the practices which shows or which reflects the Indian culture, and it contributes a lot to physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. When we talk about yoga and Ayurveda, it's as a uh, knowledge system which is rooted in scientific principles. So that is why many of the foreigners, they are finding very actually which gives peace, and they most of the I should say that people from abroad, they come and they want to follow the principles which we are applying in yoga. So that is it's the reason is it focuses on mind body connection, employing postures, breath control, and meditation, and it influences the nervous system, reduces stress, and enhances overall well-being. And about Ayurveda, this is based on the balance of three doshas. People say Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So Ayurveda integrates natural elements and lifestyle practices to maintain health. And this particular Ayurveda, the or medicinal approach, which is a personalized approach, and they have the herbal remedies and they have the dietary guidelines, which aligns with modern holistic health principles. That is why many of the people are going for, instead of going for the English medicine or allopathy medicine, they prefer to go for Ayurveda. So again, the people from abroad or from outside India, they are the ones who believe more in these two practices, yoga and Ayurveda, more than us. Actually, it is developed in our country, but more than us, the outsiders, they believe in these two systems. And again, talking about yoga, the mind body connection emphasizes the interrelation of mental and physical well being. Holistic health practices which recognize this connection, promoting overall wellness by addressing all the base physical, mental, and emotional aspects. And the scientific techniques or the technologies, or you can even say the techniques, include mindfulness, meditation, and integrative therapies, fostering a comprehensive approach to the health. Yoga and Ayurveda, they have gained global acceptance. That's what I was telling before also, and integration as holistic wellness to practices. So their popularity, it is evident through widespread adoption in fitness routines, mindfulness programs, and alternative medicine. So many countries embrace these ancient Indian traditions for their effectiveness in promoting overall health and well-being. So that's about one of our cultural tradition and practice, which has actually got global acceptance. Then again, thinking about or just seeing overview of historical overview during independence and up to, I mean, to the modern India. The independent India, it has made significant strides in modern science, technology, and space exploration. Other than that, our IT industry, it has made substantial contribution to the world economy. So throughout the history, our IKS, it has demonstrated adaptability and resilience. And it has got blending diverse influences while maintaining its core values and principles. So the IKS, you can say that it continues to shape contemporary thought and contribute to global understanding of spirituality, philosophy, science, and culture. So these are the Vedas I was talking about before, the Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda, which has got different schools of thoughts, and each and every Vedas, they have got some Hitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads, and Srota and Sutras. So I'm not going in detail into these things, just for the information I have shared this slide with you. And talking about the science and technology, the first thing I need to mention is the architecture of India. So we have a rich and diverse heritage which spanning several millennia. So one of its most iconic contribution is the construction of temples, which showcase intricate carvings and detailed sculptures. And again, one of the other Shastra or the science, that is the Vastu Shastra, which is an ancient architectural guide which plays a pivotal role in shaping the layout and design principles of most of the Indian buildings, which emphasizes harmony and balance in their structures. So these are some of the things I would like to mention. Which is part of the science and technology, or you can say that architecture and engineering marvels. The Indian construction, it showcases advanced engineering techniques which is seen in ancient structures like the Taj Mahal and ancient temples. We were not saying it as engineering before, but already we have shown our, uh, what to say, our advanced engineering techniques, which even before we were seeing those words. So, and the precision in and symmetry and use of load-bearing principles and the designs, all these were reflecting our advanced architecture knowledge or engineering skills. And the techniques such as perfect symmetry and the domes, arches, and intricate carvings, which we see in many of the temples of India, those illustrate the mastery of construction methods employed in ancient India. So this is I just wanted to show whatever I have showed you and told now. So you can see the marvel of architecture and marvel or the precision or the symmetry which showcase. See, many of you are all familiar with all these things: the Taj Mahal, the Khajuraho, or the Qutub Minar, or the Shiva temple, which is underground one. So these are all actually showing the skills of our ancient, even during ancient times. And historic overview, if we think during Islamic influence and Mughal period, Indian scholars and rulers made contribution to Indian mathematics and science and architecture, which leads to a blending of cultures and knowledge systems. So during Akbar's reign, what happened was it promoted religious tolerance and cultural exchange. And the ancient architecture again exemplified by the structures like the Taj Mahal, which is shown in the picture, and which actually showcase the advanced engineering. And again, demonstration of scientific and mathematical precision. These buildings, these constructions actually show or which showcase the ancient Indian architecture, which demonstrated scientific and mathematical precision through innovations like the concept of zero, advanced geometry, and precise measurements. Obviously, the structures such as Taj Mahal and ancient temples, which showcase meticulous planning, symmetry, and engineering expertise, which reflects the deep understanding of mathematical principles during ancient Indian architectural design. So, by seeing all this, our own we should be proud to say that we are Indian because we had the knowledge during our ancient period also, ancient era also. And coming to then science and mathematics like the contributions include the decimal system, zero and advanced algebra, astronomy, pioneering work in observational and mathematical astronomy, and medicine again, which it is a repeated thing again, development of Ayurveda, which is called holistic system of medicine. So we have so many people, the father of medicine, Charaka, Varahamihira, Bhaskara. So these are some of the figures I just wanted to show you, the famous figures. And education system and modern knowledge and innovations. Historically, what we had in India was the Gurukul system, where the students were living with their gurus and learned through oral traditions. And now what we have is the modern knowledge and innovation. Here, India has made significant contributions to modern science and technology, and again, the innovations in the field like information technology, space exploration, and medicine. Again, in these fields also, we have shown growth over the years. And India has modernized its scientific education. So, despite the impact of colonialism, India has modernized its scientific education and achieved milestones in space exploration. That is one of the thing we would like to highlight and say. And nuclear technology, and obviously India information technology. Presently, India continues to make significant contributions in diverse fields such as information technology, other than that, biotechnology, and even in pharmaceuticals. So, if we have to see the just go back and think about before coming to the modern era, what happened during the golden age of Indian science or Indian, yeah, the 5th to 15th centuries. It was marked as the golden age of Indian science. Here, what happened is the astronomy, that is Aryabhata's Aryabhatiya, that was the book, right? It has actually outlined heliocentrism and calculated Earth's circumference. So uh, that was a famous contribution by you have to say the famous people from India. So that is, it's actually the 5th to 15th century, which was actually marked as the golden age of Indian science. It has characterized by significant achievements in astronomy and mathematics, medicine, and other sciences. And scholars like again the Aryabhatta or Bhaskara made pioneering in contributions, and it has already it has influenced the global scientific thought during its this prosperous period. And other one we have is Varahamihira's Pancha Siddhantiga, that was synthesized five astronomical systems. And the contributions in mathematics, those were again Brahmagupta's Brahmaspurga's Siddhanta introduced rules for arithmetic, algebra, and negative numbers. And Bhaskara 1 and 2, those works were included solutions for quadratic equations and advancements in trigonometry. Again, a few more things about the golden age of Indian science. During this golden age of Indian science, which is again 5th to 15th century, remarkable contributions were made across various fields. Some of the fields are metallurgy, medicine, and other sciences. Metallurgy, skilled metallurgical techniques were employed in crafting intricate artifacts and tools. Wood steel, that was an advanced form of crucible steel, originated in India. So medicine, the Sushruta Samhita, which has detailed surgical techniques and medical treatments. Charaka Samhita, which laid the foundation of Ayurvedic medicine. So if any one of your, any relatives or kids, anyone is doing the Ayurvedic course, this is one of the book they'll be using to they'll use to study the Ayurvedic medicine course, Charaka Samhita. And other sciences, Chanakya's Arthashastra, which covered political science, economics, and military strategy, and contributions in linguistic, grammar, and environmental science. So these are some of the achievements which underscore the multifaceted advancements and interdisciplinary approach of Indian scholars during this particular golden age. So once again, like concepts like zero and the decimal system revolutionized mathematics, while advancements in astronomy influenced global understandings of celestial phenomena. And the exchange of ideas through trade routes facilitated the transmission of Indian scientific knowledge to other civilizations, contributing significantly to the development of global scientific worldview. Then comes the legacy of intellectual inquiry. The legacy of intellectual inquiry means the ancient India fostered a tradition of intellectual inquiry with scholars and thinkers exploring questions about the self, ethics, metaphysics, and the nature of the universe. So these particular statements, I should say, it illustrate the profound and enduring legacy of knowledge and wisdom that has been cultivated in ancient India, which influenced not only the subcontinent but also making a significant contribution to global thought and understanding. Now let us see, why do we need Indian knowledge system? So Indian knowledge system, it offers valuable insights and wisdom that can enrich our understanding of various aspects of life, which includes the philosophy, science, spirituality, arts, and culture. And this knowledge system provides diverse perspectives and holistic approaches which can complement and enhance our global knowledge. And it can foster a more inclusive and interconnected world. That is the reason am saying that we need Indian knowledge system. Let us see what are the different post-independent developments. So the post-independence developments includes the India's achievements in space exploration with ISRO, advancements in nuclear energy and technology, the green revolution and IT boom as significant milestones. We will see one by one now. the India's achievements in space exploration with ISRO. So here there are many different successful launches of satellites for communication, Earth observation, and navigation. And there were many notable missions like Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan, exploring the moon and Mars respectively. And development of cost-effective technologies making space exploration more accessible. That was again it was done through ISRO, and they were the growing international collaborations and partnerships in space research and satellite launches. So obviously, our science and technology, we can say that it is growing using the Indian knowledge system. And there are many ongoing advancements such as Gaganyaan mission aiming to send Indian astronauts into space. The next one was advancements in nuclear energy and technology. So here what you can see is establishment of nuclear power plants for electricity generation that was done through our Indian knowledge system. Development of indigenous nuclear reactors like pressurized heavy water reactor, then self-reliance in nuclear technology through indigenous nuclear program, contributions to nuclear medicine and research in nuclear physics, international agreements and collaborations for peaceful nuclear technology applications. So these are all the different advancements which I would like to mention as the ones which is provided by our knowledge system. Then comes the Green Revolution and IT boom as significant milestones. The Green Revolution, which was in the period of 1960s to 1970s, we had the agricultural transformation with high yield crop varieties, irrigation, and modern farming practices, and which resulted in boosted food production, addressing food security challenges, and they were the increased agricultural productivity, obviously improving the economy. And from 1990s to present scenario, it is we are actually seeing the information technology boom, the software era. So liberalization policies led to the growth of information technology sector and emergence of many Indian giants, right? IT giants. So the and even global outsourcing and software services that we have seen during IT boom, and catalyzed economic growth, job creation, and these have already positioned India as a global IT hub. So you can see some few pictures. And contemporary innovation and research. This is again as part of our Indian knowledge system, I would like to mention. So there are three different points. One is the recent advancements in Indian science and technology, contributions in the field of IT, biotechnology, and pharmaceuticals, and who were the some of the Indian scientists and innovators who made the global impact. So once again, we'll see one by one. The first one was recent advancements in Indian science and technology. So here, as I have told before, there were continued success in space exploration with missions like Chandrayaan 2 and advances in biotechnology, which contributes to healthcare and agriculture. And the very recent, again, development of COVID-19 vaccines and research in pandemic response. All these are contributions of our Indian knowledge system in science and technology. Then growth in renewable energy initiatives focusing on solar and wind power. So whatever electricity we are producing from the water, that was not sufficient. So that is why we have gone for searched for other means, and we were focusing on solar and wind power. Then comes the progress in artificial intelligence, robotics, and information technology. And there are many ongoing research in the climate science and environmental technologies. So these are the in recent advancements which we are seeing in Indian science and technology. Then comes the contributor contributions in information technology, biotechnology, and pharmaceuticals. So here we can say that India has already emerged as a global IT hub with the many major software companies. So the pioneering advancements in software development, outsourcing, and technology services, that is we are seeing that in most of the cities, metro cities, um, and Even our students or our people are, they are still want to go out, but some of the people are staying back and they wanted to uh, put themselves into the IT sector. They want, they, many of them are owning the companies, software companies, and that's why there are many different startups coming up. And the other field which is which we can see significant progress is in the field of biotechnology, and so many different research and applications are already happening because of the especially the artificial intelligence and machine learning methods are coming up. And there are many different contributions and researches are going on in the field of agriculture, medicine, and environmental solutions. Then pharmaceuticals, the thriving pharmaceutical industry with a focus on generic drugs. So this is actually as a continuation of the vaccine development, including the production of COVID-19 vaccines. So these three different sectors, the IT hub, biotechnology, and the pharmaceuticals, these three sectors collectively showcase India's impactful contributions and the contributions which we have understood from, or we can even say that those were the impacts of Indian knowledge system on development. And now let us see some of the Indian scientists and innovators who had already made some global impact or who is currently making some global impact. So these are some of the names I wanted to show you. The Dr. Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, who is the chief scientist at World Health Organization, contributing to global health. Then Dr. Venkataraman Ramakrishnan, Nobel laureate in chemistry for ribosomal structure. So such different people I have named over here. Then Dr. Radhakrishnan, former ISRO chairman. So, and the next page shows whoever has already made their name in history, right? These are all our Indian scientists and innovators who already have made a very big global impact. I think you already identify the people over here, right? Our president of who was president of India, Abdul Kalam, and Ramanujam over here, Homi Baba. So many different people. I think you are able to identify the people who has already made global impact using the Indian knowledge system. So what are the different impacts of Indian knowledge system on development particularly? The IKS, it has had a significant impact on modern knowledge acquisition and development in various ways. First, mainly in the science and mathematics field. Indian contributions to mathematics, including the invention of zero. That was the very first thing I should mention again and again. And the decimal system. It has had a profound influence on modern mathematics and science. Then concepts like algebra, trigonometry, and geometry, these were developed in ancient India and form the basis of modern scientific and engineering disciplines. Then the medicine, again, the Ayurveda, the traditional Indian system of medicine, it has influenced modern alternative medicine and holistic health approaches. So modern research is actually increasingly exploring the efficacy of Ayurvedic treatments and herbal remedies. And then the yoga, the practice, the philosophy and mind-body connection. So concepts from Indian philosophy, which leads to the mindfulness and meditation, it have been adopted in modern psychology and mental health practices. So yoga and meditation are widely recognized for their physical and psychological benefits. So again, impact of Indian knowledge system on development, which leads to modern innovations. India's contributions to modern science and technology, including the information technology industry and the space exploration, those demonstrate continuation of the Indian knowledge system's innovative spirit. And this is again, this has been, you can say that it's global awareness and mindfulness, the popularity of yoga, meditation, and mindfulness practices. It has led to greater global awareness of the importance of mental and physical well-being. And what were the challenges faced by Indian knowledge system? So or you can say the challenges faced by our community, Indian scientific community. The first thing is limited funding for research and development. Second thing, there were infrastructure gaps impacting experimental capabilities. Then some of the time what we can mention was brain drain with the talented scientists pursuing opportunities abroad. That is one of the things we may have to say that all have, we in every states of India they have the talented scientists or talented people, but these people are pursuing opportunities abroad. So that is one of the biggest challenge what we are facing now. And there is the need for enhanced collaboration between academia and industry. That is, many different discussions are on every day. There are still gap between academia and industry, but how to fill this particular gap? Other one of the other problem which I should mention over here is addressing gender disparity in STEM field. What is STEM field? Science, technology, engineering, and medicine fields. And improving science communication and public engagement, right? So that's also one of the challenges what we have faced. Then how to overcome this is what do you see or do we see any initiatives to overcome these particular challenges what I have already mentioned over here? So initiatives to overcome challenges in the Indian scientific community were increased government funding for research and development. So if you have seen, if you have noticed the what do you call the NEP 2020, right? So in that also many are saying there are many different funding for STEM, that is the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So they are providing a lot of funding for some of them for women, some for both the genders. So if we go through this different calls for proposals by DST, Department of Science and Technology, or again such different things. Okay, so those names I will give you later. Okay, so here what are the different initiatives which we have taken to overcome the challenges? Strategic investment in modernizing research infrastructure, initiatives to retain and attract skilled scientists instead of sending them abroad, reducing brain drain, and then promoting the industry academia collaborations for practical applications, implementing measures to address gender disparity in STEM fields. Okay, so still, even if you say there are not much gender disparity, but some of the places, if you see, still women are this is a topic of debate. But still, if you see in India, how many of the ladies are given good positions? It is something we need to think about. Even if the government is saying they are giving funding for research and development, especially in the science, technology, and engineering and mathematics fields, how many of them are getting actually utilized? Then emphasis on science communication and public awareness programs. Those are some of the initiatives which was taken to overcome challenges. Then emphasizing the potential for collaboration. So this facilitates knowledge exchange and resource sharing, accelerates scientific advancements through diverse expertise, addresses global challenges more effectively, enhances opportunities for funding and technology transfer, promotes cultural diversity and holistic. All these things we are actually doing, but how effective it is that we may have to discuss. And challenges and opportunities. So these are some of the challenges as well as opportunities which we have. The traditional Indian knowledge system, it often divides knowledge into distinct categories, so which can hinder interdisciplinary research and innovation. Then the environmental sustainability. This is one of the topic always we will be discussing about the environmental sustainability, adapting traditional and ecological knowledge to address the modern environmental challenges in the ongoing struggle and validation and modernization. At the same time, when we are modernizing the things, the technology, we need to keep our ecosystem friendly, isn't it? So integrating traditional knowledge with modern scientific methods while respecting its integrity, it can be very hindersome or it can be complex. Then comes the intellectual property rights, protecting and acknowledging the traditional knowledge in globalized world where intellectual property rights are crucial poses challenges. And despite these challenges, there are ongoing efforts within India and globally to revitalize and preserve the Indian knowledge system. So these efforts includes educational reforms, as I have told before, the NEP 2020 maybe, and the documentation initiatives and increased recognition of the value of traditional knowledge in addressing contemporary issues like climate change and sustainable agriculture. And what are the different future prospects? So this again, three different prospects I'm mentioning over there. India's role in the global scientific community and the ongoing projects, research and innovations, importance of preserving and promoting indigenous knowledge. So what is India's role in the global scientific community? So India plays a very big role, huge role in the global scientific community. So it is India is being recognized for contributions in space exploration, which I have already mentioned, and the field of medicine and technology. And India has been active participant in international collaborations and research projects. And it is India is home to leading scientists and innovators making global impact, and our Indian knowledge system contributes to solving global challenges through scientific advancements. And our Indian knowledge system, it strengthens diplomatic ties through scientific partnerships. These are all what we are seeing as India plays a vital role in the global scientific community. And what are the different ongoing projects or research and innovations of India? The best one or first one I should mention is the space continued exploration missions by ISRO, and in the health sector, research in biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, and COVID-19 response, and the advancement in the technology, that especially advancements in the artificial intelligence and robotics and renewable energy, and in the field of agriculture, innovations in precision farming and sustainable practices. And these are some of the research as well as ongoing projects. And in the case of environment, studies of climate change and biodiversity conservation. And in the field of education, initiatives promoting this science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education and skill development. So skill development is one of the things most of the time the NEP is focusing on, NEP 2020 is focusing on. And how to preserve or preserving and promoting indigenous knowledge. So it is very much important preserving and promoting this knowledge. It is very much important because it safeguards unique cultural heritage and traditions, and it enhances sustainable and locally relevant solutions. And our IKS, this particular knowledge is we need to promote this Indian IKS or IKS, Indian knowledge system, because it fosters deeper understanding of the ecosystems and traditional practices, and it supports community resilience and self-sufficiency. It encourages balanced approach to modernization, blending tradition with innovation. So there is, we can say that there is this particular global recognition of the Indian knowledge system. So opportunities for the revival and global recognition of the Indian knowledge system, it has already included the digitalization and educational reforms, cross-cultural collaboration, sustainability, wellness and healthcare, yoga and meditation, intellectual property protection, interdisciplinary research, cultural diplomacy, all the things which I have already mentioned over here. And the governments are putting so much efforts on initiative they are doing. and tourism and cultural exchanges programs are going on. Recognition in international forums are being given to our knowledge system. So these opportunities, it can help not only revive and preserve the Indian knowledge system, but it can also contribute to its global recognition and relevance in addressing contemporary challenges. So, as a conclusion, the enduring importance of the Indian knowledge system, it lies in its timeless wisdom, holistic approach to life, and its potential to offer valuable insights and solutions to contemporary global challenges, fostering a more interconnected and harmonious world. So, how to do this integration of? So that is a few more points I will just mention here. The integration of ancient wisdom with modern advancements. So integration of ancient wisdom with modern advancement is again vital because it harnesses timeless principles of contemporary problem solving and it promotes holistic and sustainable approach to development. It recognizes the value of traditional knowledge in shaping innovative solutions and fosters balanced and culturally enriched path to progress. So how you can say that it encourage global appreciation for India's contributions. So these are the how or why we say encourage global appreciation for India's contributions in particularly in the science and technology. How we can do it? It can be done by recognizing historical achievements and cultural influences. Okay, so even the word of mouth, right? It talks so much about when we should be the ambassador of our own Indian knowledge system and acknowledging contemporary advancements and innovations and promoting collaborations to share knowledge and expertise. The problem with us is some of us even if we have the knowledge we may not share it. So individual level if we see it, so that has to be improved and that has to be preserved and embracing a diverse and inclusive perspective in global scientific discourse. So this is one of the things I would like to show, how to encourage global appreciation. So for that purpose, we have the government has taken care of some of the things I will just show over here. This is one of the place I want you people to see. So there is this division, Indian Knowledge Systems Division. Can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah. So this is the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Already so many different works are going on here. If you see the current, what is it about? What is the vision and mission? If you see the vision, this is to promote interdisciplinary research in all aspects of Indian knowledge system and preserve and disseminate Indian knowledge system for further research and societal applications. So there are many upcoming events, there are many webinars, training programs, hackathon competitions, and G20. I think all of you are aware about the G20 competitions and the G20 countries, right? We are part of G20 country. And here, this site, if you see, this is government site. If you see, there are so many different IKS centers in most of the states. Okay, and IKS teacher training centers are available, and there are already training started by many of the different centers online as well as offline. And this IKS Indian Knowledge Systems Division, it calls for research projects. So you need to keep yourself updated and be visiting this site so that you will know IKS institutional internships, who is providing such internships, right? And there are so many books, there are so many manuscripts, there are the funding opportunities, internship opportunity was actually just got over. It was, they have announced that was in December 2023, they have announced the internship program and the applications were called and the project selection announced on this last week. Okay, so such things are available, though these are some of the government initiatives which we can make use of, our students, the teachers, and just please go through these things so that you will have an idea about what our government is doing. And this is one of the things I was just reading it today, manuscripts. So here what they are saying is they are actually trying to preserve the documents, the manuscripts which were prepared by our traditional or during ancient times. And if any of you have, they have mentioned over here what is a manuscript, what are the different knowledge areas, what are the different materials and scripts and languages. If any of you have any manuscripts which is hidden or which is getting spoiled, what to do, how to digitize it, what are the different procedures to do it, and how you can publish it, and what different alternative things can be done, and how to exhibit. So such useful links are available over here. So I would like to ask you to please visit this particular in iksindia.org site. Okay, and keep browsing it so that you will have some knowledge or information about our own Indian or our knowledge system and the trainings and competitions which are conducted over here. Okay, now back to PPT. I think we were almost done. So, so these were the latest updates I just wanted to mention. Already these dates got over, the research proposals and internship dates got over. So I think I was able to share with you something today about our own Indian knowledge system and how the impacts of Indian knowledge system on development and what are the different recent advance in Indian science and technology. So if you have any doubts, you can clear it now. I think it's almost time. I think 50 minutes over.